be cruising, I be rolling, I be everywhere you aim. I be cruising, I be rolling, I go everywhere you can. If you don't know, I be rolling, well now you know, yeah.
Boom, boss! Inc. Yo, why? Cause it's your show. I am Nathaniel,
the host with the
motherfucking most. As always, joined by Big E.
Yeah, where we keep it real raw, no cuts, no edits.
Welcome to episode 16. Let's get into it.
Episode 16. Woo!
We're gonna start the show off as always with the weed of the day. Today's weed of the day, Sour Gorilla. 23% THC. Bob Marley. Come, we'll stuff that later. You want to show them a little bit more closer if you like. Sour Gorilla. Goes hard. It's gas. It'll get you right. Next up, we're going to go with the hot sauce of the day. I fry some chicken. Louisiana hot sauce. Very good, very tasty. Hot, kind of spicy. Flows off the tongue naturally. Brightens up any piece of chicken, steak, pork chop, whatever you want to put it on. Perfect blend. Love it. Thank you.
I prefer noodles, pizza, mac and cheese, but I try to, lay low on the hot sauce lately.
Definitely pizza. Drink of the day, Four Loko. 14% alcohol. Sour apple. Don't drink that too fast, or it'll knock you on your ass. Then we got the chip of the day. Wise Ridges sour cream and onion. Hey,
Serious business.
serious business. Let's get into it. Welcome to episode 16. Today we're going to start the show off with, I want to congratulate Puff. Puff that spent $155 million becoming the first black person to own 2 dispensaries in the weed business, legal weed business. He has plans to franchise them and spread them out across 4 different states. And he made a statement saying he's proud to bring diversity to the weed business. You know, a lot of black people, we didn't get in on the tobacco business, so we don't own any cigarette brands that I know about. We just now starting to break into alcohol, but really we don't be really owning the alcohol. We just be like partnered up with them, or marketed through them. They put our name on it, whatever. Some people really do got their own brands now. So shouts out to Puff. If you in the weed, visit Puff's locations as he starts branching them out. Hey Puff, man, hand clap, tip of the cap. Also, I gotta give a shout out to Jay-Z and Jeff Bezos as they put in for $6 billion tag for the Washington Commanders. $6 billion. That's a lot of money we talking about right
billion?
There. They already came with a heavy offer just to, we don't need to compete with anybody. We got $6 billion on the table right now. Bezos got the Amazon. Jay-Z got a lot of things that he got going. And I thought it was kind of right on time, especially with Amazon now having Thursday Night Football on Prime TV. So tip of the cap, hand clap to Jay-Z and Jeff Bezos. If they do get the team, Jay-Z will now be a black owner in the NFL. We have none. He'll be one. So that'll be great. That'll be good to see. Moving right along down the page, I'm very disappointed in the NBA. I'm going to tell you why. I felt nobody stood up for Kyrie. Nobody came to his aid, to his defense at all.
Not even who? The king.
Not even the king. Not KD's teammates. Not the NBA Players Association. And I'm very disappointed in that. Now, if people was offended, I can't change that. But let's understand something. This book was written in 2018. The documentary came out, I believe, in what, 2020 or 2021? This is 2022. So that means everybody didn't even know about it, and there wasn't no outrage then. It's only outrage now because an NBA player said something. He didn't even say nothing because he sent out a picture of the book, and Kanye said something. I mean, come on, man. So how about when we was in school? I was very offended watching Roots in high school, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade. We used to watch Roots every year. You knew when it was coming, Black History Month, here comes Roots. You got black people in the class. You got white people in the class. You got Mexicans in the class. You got a couple of Jewish people in our classroom, and they all laughing whenever the word niggers being said. We got to sit in the class, tolerate hearing the language, and you got the other people laughing every time it's being stated and mentioned. And our teacher was white. So how does that look? How does that feel to us as students during that time? So with that being said, I don't want to see any more Roots movies if it's not made by a black person. I don't want to see any more slave movies if it's not made, produced, written by a black person. If any other race makes any slave movie, we should be out there protesting. They should be called for. I mean, this is just getting ridiculous. Nike cancels its shoe brand. Man, what's going on here? And athletes and our black people or black stars, stop apologizing for every damn thing that you do. Stop apologizing. If they're going to take things away, they're going to take it away. So you apologizing doesn't mean anything.
They made him.
Kyrie apologized, lose endorsements. Tiger Woods apologized for having sex, lose endorsements. The list goes on and on. There's more I can't tell everybody right now. Our music singers, they got to come out and apologize for saying things. What's going on with all these apologies? Where's the apologies at when I'm just seeing Walmart and they're playing Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster? Isn't that exploiting black music to promote your store? I think so. You can't turn on any commercial without hearing a rap song in the background promoting to us. And what do? We go out there and support the store, support whatever they got going on. Why? Because they played a rap song in the background. Let that rapper or somebody say something wrong, they're going to pull the song. They're going to try to ban the rapper. Like this outrage from the rappers out there talking about killing black people in the song. Let's stop the nonsense.
Wake up.
You've gotten soft, world. You've gotten soft, America. Don't say this, don't do this, don't say this, don't do that, damn that. You can go to anywhere on internet and you can see and read anything you want to. This is supposed to be America, freedom of speech. Every race gets talked about. And let's not be adamant. Every race was enslaved before. Every race. Every race has been slaves. You cannot build a nation without slaves. Somebody got to build it. Just a fact. Don't care if you get upset, mad. I don't care. I'm upset and mad. NFL players, NBA players, take a stand. You are the majority of the league. Don't come to work one day, none of y'all. See how long they be upset. See if they don't change their stances against y'all. They cut you a check, it's a lot of money. But y'all made enough money now. Start your own league then. Get your own endorsements. Start getting more endorsements by black-owned companies then. Let's just stop the nonsense every time I turn around. Apologize for this. Apologize for that. I didn't hear him say a word. He didn't say a word. He didn't say he liked it. Didn't say he didn't like it. He just posted a picture of the cover of the book or movie.
Wow.
Once again, the movie or the book been out 4 years. There was no outrage. Nobody gave a damn. Oh, but an NBA player said something. Oh, it's the end of the world. And it's not even about being racist.
He a big influencer.
My great-great-granddad is white. I have white cousins. I have white in-laws. I have white cousins-in-laws. I have half and half cousins. My granddaughter, she's half Mexican. So it ain't about being racist at all. It's about the facts. Cut the shenanigans. Everybody is too thin-skinned. Everybody is too thin-skinned. Get thicker skin. God damn, let's move along, man. Shouts out to Asia Mike. Told you I wasn't going to forget me. Down the line, Frank Wright is fired. Jeff Saturday is in. How did that happen? Frank Wright is fired. Jeff Saturday is coming from the booth to the sideline with no NFL coaching experience. Last I checked, I thought experience was everything. When you go to apply for a job, don't they ask you how much experience you have? Sometimes you say no, you don't get the job. More experience, you get the job. I'm just taken aback by that. I'm just like, wow, what's happening here? Him and Irsay must be real cool, real close friends, I'm guessing. I mean, because there's black candidates on the coaching staff for the Colts. There's white candidates on the coaching staff for the Colts. There's previous head coaches on the coaching staff of the Colts. Gus Bradley is there. John Fox is there. Reggie Wayne is there. I mean, they got some guys. So he's the interim coach. Interim coaches usually don't get the job. So he's just being brought in for the last 8-9 games, see what he does. Last I checked, the Raiders interim coach, the special team guy, Spaspacia, he had the Raiders balling last year. They brought in Josh McDaniels. Look what happened. Steve Wilkes is now the interim coach in Carolina. He won't have that job long because they're trash and they'll hire somebody else. And Steve Wilkes, who's a one-time head coach for 1 year in Arizona, will be out of a head coaching job again. Why? Because he's the interim coach for a bad team. He's a black coach. He'll be gone. They'll bring a white guy in. Just saying. The Rooney Rule means nothing. It's a joke. They need to chew the Rooney Rule up. We gonna add now you gotta interview 3 minorities. Stop it. They do what they want to do. It's okay. It's their money. It's their team. Win, lose, fail, whatever. Shouts out to Robert Saleh. In the Jets, Jets. I didn't pick them this week to beat the Bills. But y'all know I've been rolling with the Jets a little bit this year. So congratulations to Saleh. And he told you. He told us all earlier this year when they lost and everybody was saying they was going to be trash. He came out and told y'all, laugh now, and we'll show you later. So the Jets and Saleh's balling. Congratulations. We're going to move down the line. Congratulations to Tom Brady. 100,000 yards passing. That is a lot. Some could call it a longevity stat. I mean, that's how they do LeBron. He's been playing for so many years. Well, if you play for a long time, you should have lots of yards. You should have lots of wins. But it does not take away from greatness. Tom Brady's great. There's no question about that. Greatest quarterback of all time. You can't debate that. So he has 100,000 yards passing. Unless you play as long as him, that should be a record that's going to last a long time. Shouts out to the Eagles. They remain undefeated. I will be popping my champagne with the 1972 Dolphins. Because there's a loss or two coming up for the Eagles soon. Moving down the line. The Titans lose. But Derrick Henry is an absolute beast, yo. And my question is, was Derrick Henry hurt in overtime? Or, you know, was he tired? Because why didn't he get the ball in overtime not once? You only completed 5 passes. Willis completed 5 passes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passes all game. That is terrible. No receivers caught a pass. And somehow, some way, you weren't in the game because Derrick Henry, that offensive line, and that secondary. I want to know why in the hell Derrick Henry didn't touch the ball in overtime. You didn't need to throw the ball down the field. There was plenty of time left in the game. Give the ball to who got you here. Derrick Henry. 1 first down, 2nd down, 3rd down, 4th down. Malik Willis is dropping back, running around like a chicken with his head cut off. A deer in headlights. Get rid of the ball. Awful coaching in overtime. Awful. And down the stretch, the Kansas City Chiefs threw the ball 68 times. And the Titans were right there in the game. On 3rd and 17, Titans coach, call a blitz, bro. It's 3rd down and 17. What are y'all doing this like prevent defense? Get up on the line of scrimmage. Blitz him. If you blitzed him, he wouldn't have scrambled for 17 yards. Your secondary is playing great ball. So he wasn't throwing the ball for 17 yards that play either. Apply some pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Show some guts. Put some faith in your defensive linemen and your linebackers and blitz him. I'm watching the game on the edge of my seat. I could see Derrick Henry's face just change when they picked that 1st down up. You knew it was getting ready to happen. It broke the back of the defense. They drove down the field and scored. And he's running it in. And he's running it in. And he ran a 2-point conversion in. Make some adjustments. Shout out to the Chiefs. They're winning ball games, not as fancy as they were when they had Tyreek Hill and company, but they're winning ball games. I guess the running game is non-existent. Threw the ball 68 times, so that's that. We're going to keep it on moving. Last week, I went 6 for 12 out of my picks. Terrible. In the NBA, I went 1 through 3 in my picks. For the NBA, once again, I didn't watch any of the games, so I don't have anything to say. I didn't watch any of the games. As I stated earlier, I'm disappointed in the NBA. I don't know when I'm going to go back to watching games. I'll still probably give you a pick here and there, but right now, the NBA, far from my mind right now. Very disappointed in them. Very. And it ain't the fact I had to come out and speak up, like you didn't understand what was going on, but some type of defense. Did you agree with the punishment? The punishment is stiff. $500,000 fine, and they don't want the $500,000. We need you to sit down and go through sensitive training. What the hell? You're unfit to be a Brooklyn Net. That's harsh. That means you don't want to look on your team anymore. Why don't you just release him or trade him then? He got to complete 6 things in order to come back to the team over a pitcher? I'd rather you had came out and said something then. You might whether he had came out, said something, read the book out loud, whatever, if it's going to be all of this backlash. You got guys out here beating their wives up or beating their girlfriends up, getting DUIs, slapping people around, going to jail. They ain't getting all of this goddamn backlash. Come on, man, stop it. Stop it. Georgia beat Tennessee. I picked the Rocky Top. I was wrong one night. Rocky Top had no shot in this game. And I'm sure that's going to drop them down. Not too many paces because they did beat Alabama. Alabama should be out after they were upset by the LSU Tigers. We don't need to hear about Alabama anymore this year. They shouldn't even be at all able to make the playoffs this year at all. Moving on down the list. Jeff Bezos, and Commanders. Here we go. Steelers planning to run Warren a little bit more. Are they trying to turn their attention to Warren a bit more? Or they giving up on Najee? What's happening there? I like the way Warren's been running the ball. When he gets the ball, he does make things happen. I still believe in Najee. Maybe he ain't all the way healthy yet. Maybe his foot's still not healed up right. But let's get some running the ball going. Let's get some wins accumulated. Pittsburgh not going to go off on the tirade today on them. We're going to get to the NFL league leaders and stats. Passing yards, Patrick Mahomes leads the league right now with 2,605 yards. Tom Brady is second, 2,547 yards. Joe Burrow is third, 2,535 yards. Josh Allen, 2,403 yards. Justin Herbert, 2,254 yards. I'm only gonna give y'all 5. I ain't gonna go to 10. I'm gonna give you 5. Next category. Next category. Switch on over to my next page of rushing. Derrick Henry, 870 yards. Nick Chubb, 841 yards. Followed by Saquon Barkley, 779 yards. Josh Jacobs, 743 yards. I like Josh Jacobs. I'm just mad he's on the Oakland Raiders right now, because they're terrible. Let me get a hand clap though for the number 5 rusher in the league, Travis Etienne for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming off that nasty leg injury he had last year, I'm very impressed by Travis Etienne, and I like the Jaguar trajectory and where they could be hitting straight up. Receiving, leading the league, Tyreek Hill is the only receiver over 1,000 yards. It's the first time that ever happened, I think, in 8 games in NFL history. So big hand clap to Tyreek Hill and the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins are undefeated when Tua plays. Jefferson is second, 867 yards. Stephon Diggs, 857 yards. Cooper Rush, 813 yards. Jalen Waddle, 812 yards. Tackles, Brooks, 90 tackles. C.J. Mosley, 88 tackles. Roquan Smith, 88 tackles. And Franklin, 87 tackles. Sacks, Jordan, 11.5 sacks. Justin Houston, 8.5 sacks. Smith, 8.5 sacks. Bosa, 8.5 sacks. Micah Parsons, 8 sacks. C.J. Gardner leads the league in picks with 5. A lot of others had 4. No need to mention them, so a lot of ties right there. So we're going to keep it on moving. Geno keeps it rolling. Tip of the cap to Geno. Seahawks keep it rolling, and I like the rookie Walker in the backfield. Seahawks, yo. They're going to win a division over there. They're going to be a hard out come playoff time. Who knows how far they can go? We'll see. Did Robert Saleh already? Back to the paper. 5 cities in Texas have voted to decriminalize, not legalize, but decriminalize small amounts of marijuana. Those cities are Harker Heights, Denton County, San Marcos, and Elgin. Small amounts of marijuana will now be decriminalized in those cities. You like to have small amounts of marijuana on you? You like to smoke marijuana in those cities? You won't get in any trouble as long as you have small amounts. I'm guessing less than an ounce or less. Now that the elections are over, Maryland and Missouri have legalized marijuana. If you're into marijuana, Maryland and Missouri add their names to the states where it's legal at. North Dakota, South Dakota, and Arkansas, they voted no to legalize the marijuana. Did E, anything to say today?
Nah.
With that said, we're going to end the show. Episode 16. Boss Inc. Yo. Why? Because it's your show. I am Nathaniel, the host with the most. One more time, and E hit him with the brrr.